a salsa man today. Woo! All right, welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I'm a fantasy sports addict.
And my name is Ryan.
Howdy, Ryan.
And I, too, am a fantasy sports addict.
Hot coffee. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, this is podcast 31. Had a lot of activity in the last few weeks, or sometimes also a lack of activity. But we'll talk about that. We'll get you all updated on what's going on. First, though, this is the first game, I guess, of the Cactus League season. You're going to that today.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to run out of here as soon as we finish this podcast. We're going to try to keep it short and snappy so I'm not late.
Nope.
Again, I'm excited. I mean, shit, spring's here. We got spring training games. I'm actually going on a work function, so I don't have to work tonight because I'm going to a ball game. I'm like,
woo!
Hell yeah. I mean, I got to be with my coworkers, but that's not the worst.
Nope. And what else are we doing? We are also, we're going to do an auction draft tonight. We decided we needed a little auction fix. I got the auction sickness, and I got a little strategy I want to try to work out, bring back the Chicago piano. But real quick, before we get started with the rest of the shit, I want to just, first of all, give a shout out. This podcast brought to you, as always, by executive producer J Money Smooth. Keeps the money flowing. And if you ever want to executive produce, feel free to hit that donate button on the YouTube page, and you too shall get a shout out and a production credit. But once again, J Money Smooth, woo!
Our biggest supporter.
Yep, our scholar and a gentleman. And additionally, I'd like to mention Skank O'Harris on Twitter, at Skank O'Harris. On February 29th, leap day or whatever, he happened to tweet us, watched one of your videos. Worst thing I've ever watched. Pronounced 75% of player names wrong. And so, yeah, we do that a lot. And maybe our videos are the worst thing anybody's ever watched. I don't know. And I asked him which video it was. And I told him we're addicts, not experts. And since he's such an expert, perhaps he should start producing some YouTube content, right?
Apparently. I mean, again, was that our first, we've gotten some hate on the YouTube channel, but is that our first, Twitter troll?
Yeah, that's trolling. That's Twitter trolling. Now, I did retweet and favorite. I'm halfway tempted to just follow him. You know? Do we troll him back? You're also the worst thing?
I mean, again, don't waste our time trolling when, we're having hard enough time just keeping up with the channel and tweeting.
I know, it's just funny. I'm just laughing. We got our first trolling. That's lovely. Yeah, so thank you for that, Skank O'Harris. I didn't happen to notice anything else in the mailbag, but I mean, there's other stuff, but that's the best. So that's what I wanted to talk about before we got started.
I mean, Skank O'Harris, that just sounds like a troll's name anyways. Anytime your handle has the word skank in it.
Well, I actually think
you're some ska fanatic.
I don't believe that's the deal there. I think he actually created this Twitter profile just to sell us we sucked.
Damn, that's good. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your ad revenue, jackass.
And I mean, at the same time, I know, especially, a lot of our live streams, we have technical difficulties. Shit doesn't start on time. Computers crash. The internet gods are angry. So, yeah, I know full well that we're far, far from being fucking experts. And honestly, that's not what we're trying to do.
No, I mean, if we had the budget for it, perhaps. I don't know. But
I mean, we appreciate those that do like us and stick out with all of our late starts and fuck-ups and
we're addicts, not experts. Yep. We're addicts, not experts. But, so little hate. I loved it. I laughed. It brought a lot of joy to my day the other day.
All right. So what else has been going on at FSAA?
Not a whole lot. Like we kind of schedules have not permitted for varying reasons. I think I left the planet for a few days last week, so we missed a podcast then. And well, I don't know. You've had social calendar going on, things like that.
Yeah, birthdays will kind of bring up shit going on top of normal other shit going on. And then also working my night shifts where, I work from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That doesn't work with our
Normal.
schedules all that well.
No, and
But
well,
we're trying, God damn it.
yes, and you know what? The beautiful thing is, after this weekend, you're back to daytime, and that's going to make it a lot easier. A lot easier
So we'll
for
have
both
more
of us.
actual production videos coming up that when we get together and with the camera and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, in the meantime, we've been staying busy with drafts and mock drafts.
Because really, I mean, it is draft season right now. Baseball, like we said, we got spring training going. The drafts are in full swings. There's been pre-draft trading. There's been, setting keepers, joining leagues.
Definitely. I haven't filled up my accounts yet, amazingly, but I'm kind of being selective. Let's talk about leagues real quick. And then we can talk about trades because there's been some blockbuster trades in our Dynasty leagues we'll talk about. But as far as the FSAA leagues are going or have gone or will go, we've gotten a lot of tweets, a lot of questions on the channel and also our website. People want to know when the FSAA league is going to be launched and active and can they get in? Are there tryouts? No, there's not tryouts.
No tryouts. That was just for our
Dynasty.
personal Dynasty leagues that have been going forever.
But yeah, what we're going to do with the FSAA league or leagues, we've decided it's going to be 2 leagues. We're going to do an auction Roto league, official Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous auction Roto, and official Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous not 12 team, but head-to-head snake draft. How about that? So
so a little bit of everything. I mean, we got people that really prefer the auction drafts and people that don't. So, a little bit of everything. Same thing with the Roto and head-to-head, just different types of strategies and, all that stuff. So, it's a nice little slice of everything.
And I think, 14 teams is where we're going to start. So
yeah, I mean, it just kind of sees, how many people we get. I mean, we have, a decent amount of interest. So, filling them up won't be a problem.
No, I'm sure 14's I almost wonder if we need 16 or something like that, 16 to 20 even. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, but then, you get too deep and I don't know. True. You got to find that balance.
All right, so I guess 14. Maybe it'll be first come, first serve 14 teams. I don't know. Does that sound – maybe that's reasonable.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. We'll make an actual video, promoting the leagues and telling you to sign up. But if you want to get in, just, send us an email, leave a comment,
tweet.
Find us on our website.
Oh, yeah.
We're easy to get a hold of.
We're always around somewhere. Now, yeah, all right, so that's the deal. Just let us know you're interested. We'll launch those this weekend. How about that?
Yeah, definitely. We'll get those going for sure.
Now, there's also been some talk of a dynasty league, like a fresh dynasty. I thought that was Kevin's draft, to be honest.
Yeah, I think again it's a points league. We'll see how good it is.
Well, I mean, it's first year. You always got to be skeptical going into your first year.
I mean, again, we know we got a lot of really good managers in this league, so not too worried. It's just more or less the points and the scoring system. We don't usually play in points leagues. We don't necessarily like them.
No. Well, and then when they're weighted strangely, it's kind of an added strangeness bonus.
One thing I want to talk about just real fast while we're talking about, leagues and, official leagues and all this. One of our Twitter followers, Jordan Schultz at Dino B-Ball. It's a website that he has, dynastyball.com.
Okay.
It's a website he's starting up that's dedicated entirely to Dynasty Hoops Leagues.
Really?
And he sent us a Twitter message asking if anyone's trying to get into the official dynastyball.com Dynasty Hoops League for next season to hit him up if we're interested.
Okay.
So, if you're out there, you're listening to this, you want to get into a Dynasty Hoops League next season, I'm still a little early to get too excited about it. Like, we're just at the trade deadline.
Yeah, we're still playing hoops right now.
Yeah.
But always
something to kind of keep on the back burner, like, I figure I'll probably go ahead and join it. Like, this Jordan guy seems legit. His website's still new, but, I mean, it looks like he's putting in a shit ton of work, so I got to commend him for that.
What's the website again?
DynastyBball.com.
Okay.
Easy to remember. Dynasty basketball, Dynasty B-ball. Part of what Fantasy Sports Addicts, because again, we're trying to help build that network. Like, we've had Andrew hanging out from Fantasy A. We got Jordan from Dino B-ball. Like, all these fellow addicts out there who are trying to do their own things. Like, we don't think of it as competition. Like, we're just trying to build as good of a community as we can.
Right.
So if you're listening to this and, you do a YouTube channel, whatnot, like, let's just all try to work together and get that network and help each other out.
All right. Speaking of Andrew and Fantasy Aid, while we're mentioning people's leagues, he's still looking for, I believe, 5 or 6 managers for a money league. It's a $25 buy-in on, what is it, League Safe? It's where the money's kept.
Yeah, League Safe. It's only $25, so it's not a whole lot. I'm not sure what the payout structure is.
He told me the other day. I forgot. Actually, I think, all right, so third place gets 50, I think, and I don't remember what the rest was, but so you basically double your money if you come in like third. So that's, pretty reasonable buy-in. I think he's still looking for 5 or 6 managers, but check out on YouTube or, look for Fantasy Aid. Andrew's there. He's also on our website quite a bit. So look for Andrew, hit him up, tell him you want to do the $25 buy-in, kick some ass in a baseball league this year.
I'm planning on it. I'm already in it.
Okay. Yeah,
Are you getting in on it? I know Jay Money talked about sponsoring your ass.
No, I know. I just I don't know. I don't know. I don't do a lot of paid leagues, and there's not really. I don't know why. I don't know.
See, some people need that extra incentive of money and gambling or whatever, but like really for us, it's just
the
about
action.
Playing and like again, winning the league is enough for us.
Yeah, I'm all about that action, boss. Like seriously. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I just like the competition. I like honestly, I like competing with you. I'm very competitive with you. That's good enough. Yeah, I'll probably get in. It's $25. Of course, I'll get in. But yeah, just wanted to mention that. All right, so FSAA leagues in progress. We're gonna get that going. Everybody, look for that tonight. Coming up tonight. Since we have neglected ESPN, somebody was on the website earlier. I guess it was yesterday. And a couple of guests, they stopped by. They're like, "Hey, we're looking to fill up an ESPN league," and we don't have a lot of ESPN players on our website. We're like mostly Yahoo. I mean, that's where we park our car at night. That's home base is our Yahoo. I don't know why. We've tried ESPN in the past. It's just never been our thing.
I mean, I've been doing, 1 or 2 ESPN leagues. This is actually my first baseball ESPN league. I did Seth the Sportsman draft and forget it league the other day, which was actually my first ESPN baseball league I've done.
Okay.
But I've done, football league and some basketball leagues, just other people I know and play with.
Play ESPN.
Play on there. And so I got a profile and I play a little bit, but again, I've been at Yahoo forever, got my Dynasty leagues there and all that. So like making the full switch just isn't happening.
We tried to do it, I think, back in like 2005, 2006. We got pissed off at Yahoo for some reason. And we were like, that's it. I'm out of here. And we went over to ESPN and we tried to do a couple of drafts. And we were just like, that's it. I'm going back to Yahoo. Like,
well, that whole thing was also the whole fantasy addict. Fuck it, I'm retiring.
Yeah.
And then quitting. And then like, fuck, I need to play again. But man, I don't want to go back to Yahoo. I've already retired from those leagues. Let me check out ESPN.
And then ESPN, like the grass is not greener on the other side for us anyways. But tonight, we're going to do an ESPN auction draft. We're going to change it up because we neglect ESPN on our channel, unfortunately, and we have people that ask about ESPN rankings. So we're going to look for just a ESPN standard auction and get a team.
So hopefully tonight after I get back from the Cactus League game, we can get together and just find one in the draft lobby. Hopefully that works. Hopefully, we're able to join one.
If I can scout one out or find one, we'll post it on the website. I'll text it to you, whatever. We'll make sure it's all set up. In our Dynasty leagues, our Dynasty head-to-head leagues, I'm working on the draft spreadsheets so everybody can keep track of the picks. My league, it was super cake. I mean, I've had one trade so far that I made with, that was the one with Tom Stopa the other night. We'll tell you about that. So I had very minimal work in terms of like there were some trades last year for picks that's already taken care of, and then just one so far for picks this year, and that was easy to put up. Everybody likes these draft spreadsheets, so they know where they're picking and which round, and it just makes it visually, simple to like, and okay, maybe I'll get this guy in that round kind of thing.
Right.
Your spreadsheet, which goddamn it, you should be doing this, but your spreadsheet is like, I am not having fun with that, okay? Like,
everybody's trading picks, multiple years of picks.
Yeah, I mean, this is just, it's Looney Tunes. It is, I mean.
Well, I remember, like, last year, like, okay, draft pick was traded, and I go into the, like, custom draft order and move it and all that. But then when I tried to import, like, I don't know, just by fucking with the draft order and all that, like, fucked up everybody's keeper selections, and then I had to like manually go and put everybody in there. So I'm waiting to adjust the draft picks after I approve everybody's keepers.
And
so that's adding a little bit of like just uncertainty, and like, I don't know, I'm gonna need to put a new message board post and like, hey guys, double check everything.
No, I mean, I got it with the spreadsheet, dude. Me and Nathan aren't gonna let that get fucked up. I mean,
which helps when you got a good co-commission your league that can help pick up some of the slack.
Well, all right, so
I know
honestly,
I was talking to another commissioner in another Dynasty league, and he's been putting in all kinds of work, and just it's like a slow offline draft that's just kind of turned into a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But I think I told him he needs a good co-commish that can help him out.
Yeah, just somebody who's got the, same eye on the league and same vested interest kind of thing. Now this draft spreadsheet thing, this was Nathan's idea actually originally. When we first brought him into our league, or my league, I don't know what it was, 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, he's like, well, hey, I just sort of happened to make this rudimentary spreadsheet, and I took it and spiced it up, but I mean, it was brilliant. And thank you, Nathan, for that idea, which has now lasted us years and years. And it is the most helpful thing because, again, if you start, at least on Yahoo, when you start monkeying with the, the draft picks pre-draft with all the keeper things, that's when you have to go manually enter the rosters. So I learned a long time ago, like, import the players automatically and then change the picks right before the draft.
Yeah, because again, if you set your like keeper deadline like a couple days before the draft, I always try to do that. Like, let's say we're drafting on Saturday, I'll set the keeper deadline for like Thursday night, That way I got like a day and a half to go in there and set everything up and make sure everything is how it should be.
Right. Yeah, I mean that gives you a few days. Now, all right, so I mentioned a trade I had, and it took forever. I mean, I think even Tom Stopa like heard the broadcast and was like, "Man, you were pissed off at me." And I wasn't pissed off. I was just like banging my head against the desk, trying to like, "Come on, I got to get this deal done."
Oh yeah, and you were like absent during the live stream. You were too busy fucking working the hot stove.
Well, there was a little. Well, all right, so I had to meddle really hard. All right, you got caught up in it, and Kevin got caught up in it. And basically, so this was Nathan's trade. He kept going back and forth with Tom Stopa for like, I mean, this has been going on 2 weeks. I've been getting texts from Nathan about it every day. And he's been trying to get Paul Goldschmidt and Anthony Rendon. But then just recently, he's set himself on Jan Moncada. Like, I got to get Moncada. And so, you know, Tom Stopa, he knows Moncada's like top flight prospect, next big thing since, you know, it's just the next big thing probably. Red Sox. I mean, there's just all this hype surrounding it. Like, you know, that's a guy you sell real high on, right?
Right.
And Nathan just kept, you know, I mean, he knew he was moving Manny Machado because Tom's an Orioles fan. But there was the whole, you know, Goldie and Macho probably a trade straight up. But, you know, Tom's got to maximize his value. He's got a top 3 player. Nathan's trying to maximize the age difference, blah, blah, blah. And really, it should have just been a clean swap. But then all these other pieces kept getting mixed in, and just Nathan kept holding out because he's a Cubs fan. He didn't want to trade Kyle Schwarber. And Kyle Schwarber
ended up doing it.
He did end up doing it. Kyle Schwarber to me was like, I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to trade. I'm not a Cubs fan. Nathan is a very big Cubs fan. So I know this hurt him a lot, but so the trade ended up being, and I like, all right, so I got Kevin involved. I tried to get him like thinking he was part of this, and like maybe that would give Nathan some leverage on Tom. And like, all right, so I was playing all these angles, trying to get different leverage for different people just to get this deal done so I could get my follow-up deal with Tom as well. And that's the kind of devious manager I really am, especially in these dynasty leagues.
Oh, yeah.
But, all right, so the trade from Nathan to Tom was, all right, so Tom gave up Paul Goldschmidt, Moncada, Anthony Rendon, Christian Yelich, and Jeff Samardzija. Nathan traded Manny Machado, Kyle Schwarber, Steven Piscotty, Kevin Gossman, and J.P. Crawford. So that's like massive blockbuster. Like, you know, Tom got 2 of his favorite Orioles players, broke Nathan over the table for Schwarber. I mean, really, that's pretty straight up. And like, that's what Tom's like, I don't know if he can't take this offer. I don't know. Cause he threw in Yelich, and, you know, I was just like texting Nathan. I'm like, dude, just take this offer. He's like, but Schwarber. I'm like, but don't be a homer. And so sure enough, it went through in the middle of one of our live broadcasts, and I was doing cartwheels, of course, right? Because I had my follow-up trade, but I thought it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? Like, I thought
you thought it was already set, and then
but
Tom, I mean, start working it, and
Tom's a savvy manager. I mean, he didn't play games, man. I mean, like, you'll get your trade, but he will take you to the floor over it. I mean, he'll take you to the mats, and I did have to like kind of creatively negotiate. I did use Justin as leverage in that. But again, you got whatever gets a deal done. He ended up trading me Francisco Lindor in both of our dynasty leagues. I have been without middle infield for probably 5 or 6 seasons. I mean, literally.
Yeah, I mean, you paid a first-round pick for Simmons when he was a rookie.
Yeah, I got Anderson and
prospect.
Yeah, I did. That was the year I had like 5 first-round picks, and Simmons was one of them. Jerko was one of them. I don't think any of those guys I drafted panned out. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
was that the same? Was that the same?
Even take a couple closers and.
Yeah, I think one of them was like Bruce Rodon or Rondon or whatever. Yeah, Bruce Rondon, I think. Never materialized. Or sort of did. Now it's K-Rod. Ugly. That wasn't the Tavares year, was it? No, I don't think so. Because then I would have said literally none of those picks worked out. I got a bad history with first round picks. I'm done with them now. So anyways,
I haven't had them in ever.
Well, that's the win now mode. So that was where I was last year, but I decided this year, and this was part of this trade. I wanted to get back into I wanted my first round picks back, and Tom had them. And again, everything I do is clone teams. I got to do it in both these leagues. So I had to get double Francisco Lindor, and I had to get my first round picks back. And again, I got the same pieces in every league. So I moved Orlando Arcia and Alex Reyes, two top 10 prospects. And I was hoping that was going to be it, like Lindor, my first round pick. And I knew that wasn't enough. Like it's close-ish, but it's not enough, right? And so I was thinking, well, what do I offer? I tried a couple different pieces. Tom was spitting on him because he doesn't want to keep more, his 20 keepers is already tight as it is. And, so he's just fouling off pitches I'm throwing at him. And eventually I knew, I was, maybe I'll upgrade your 5th pick next year with a 3rd pick. And then, I went for what I knew it was going to be the whole time. So I got my first round pick back this year for my 4th pick going to him. And then we're swapping it next year. I get his 4th pick and he gets my 1st pick. And it's a bit of an overpay for what I was doing, but you got to get your deal done. I needed a shortstop. I cleared 2 keepers out so I could keep another guy now. I'm happy with that trade, even though I'm disappointed. It's one of those trades. It's like Tom and I were talking about it yesterday after the deal and the dust settled and all that. Like, I think Nathan's happy. Tom's certainly happy. And I'm happy. That's one of those trades. Everybody's got to give up. You're going to give up a little bit of flesh, Like you're putting
you got to. Good trades. Generally, both managers kind of feel like a little bit like they – yeah.
There's like a slight sting at the same time. You're happy you got what – like at the end of the day, you got what you wanted and what you needed. But there's still that like, I don't know. I hope I didn't screw up. You get that sting. And honestly, to me, that's the sign of good trades. So I think we had, 2 really good trades back to back there. That's exciting. Blockbusters. And, I'm in the middle infield club. Now I just need a second baseman. I don't know. That's going to be tough, man. It took me a long time to get a catcher too. And then he turned into a DH. And then so last year I had to use a first round pick to get a catcher. But I got my Swihart. I got my Swihart everywhere. Swihart all over the place.
Right. Yeah, I had to make a move for Jung Ho Gung for my shortstop in your league.
Okay.
Because, I ended up with Hanley Ramirez, which I didn't like. Ugh.
What, you gave up, what was it, J.P. Crawford to get Hanley Ramirez?
Yeah, it was Crawford and Judge.
Okay, making a push last year.
Yeah, because again, I needed the middle infield. I actually even made a trade for Cano.
Yep. Okay.
So I had Cano and Hanley as my middle infield to try to get me over the hump.
Okay.
Which didn't work, and I got pissed off. But thankfully, I was able to turn around and flip Hanley and some other shit, and I ended up with Giolito and Gung.
How did you? What sap took that?
That was Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, come on! You're such a disease.
Well, I did move Lorenzo Cain in that.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I gave up. It wasn't just Hanley. Hanley was just kind of a throw-in. Cain was the centerpiece.
Okay, yeah, I forgot how he ended up with Cain. Yeah, because Nathan was going after Cain. Nathan thought he was going after Cain, going against that. That was one of the deflection trades I drummed up to work the Stopa and Nathan deal. That's how he came to have Cain. Okay, all right. Well, now I remember. Yeah, but all around, if you listen to this podcast and you're in our Dynasty leagues, now you got a little window into the darkness that is Snake Train. I'm I mean, I'm the fly on the wall. I got info. I got dirt on everybody. I mean, I know what everybody's doing before they do it. I'm very, very involved. I ask a lot of questions. I talk, but it's all for a very specific purpose, and that purpose is self-serving.
Clone teams.
Clone teams. Clone team Tommy. But yeah, I mean, right? That's how a good GM is, man. You got to like you're friends with everybody, but you're putting all kinds of misinformation out there, and at the same time, you're such good friends with everybody. They're buying it hook, line, and sinker. And then even when it's not true, they're still good friends with you, and they'll still give you the info you want later. Oh, I love it. So, oh man, I'm devilish. I am devilish. I love it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So today, I guess it's technically kind of today. Like this is last day to make basketball trades. Do you have anything on the anything cooking?
No, my for basketball shit, my kitchen's cleaned out.
I mean, I know you're looking for a center. I don't know, but you don't have anything I need for a center. You know, like I'm looking to move Gortat, but I mean, in year-to-year leagues, you know, the redraft leagues, I don't need to make trades. My teams are all just kind of like autopilot cruising. You know, there's pickups to make, but I don't. You know, there's nothing I'm trading for. Dynasty is where I'd make the trades, but our leagues are just so slow to respond right now. It seems like, you know, like what happened to what the hell happened to Everett?
I don't know. He's probably just busy with work and shit. I don't know. He kind of quieted out.
I mean, I realize basketball is a grind, but then we switched over to baseball. I haven't even seen him in the leagues, you know, like he's not.
Well,
pushing.
I think also just with us switching to the baseball, like, you know, some of our viewers that don't play baseball or like baseball kind of
Dropped off.
yeah.
That's possible. That's very possible. That's too bad. I mean, again, like maybe as they watch more and learn more, you know, there have been some crossover players. You know, I mean, Bronson's crossing over. He's an addict. You know,
Yeah, I mean, again, that's part of what we're trying to do is, you know,
get you to play more and worsen your addictions and your sicknesses. But no, I mean, I love it. I like our crossover management. You know, and like. Well, you know, I'm sure we're gonna have some takers coming up this summer when we start working football, and you know, I mean, we totally glossed hockey this year just in favor of basketball and just how do we allocate our time. But I'm hoping next year we can do a little hockey too.
yeah, it's just tough when, you know, there's only the two of us.
Well, you know, everybody keep hitting that donate button so we can work harder. The more donating, the harder we work. We're fueled by cash, just like Charlie Sheen's AIDS, I guess, is being cured by cash.
All right, so we got another YouTube hate on our sleepers video.
Really, what's the hate on the sleepers video?
Jose Bolas 333. Again, this goes back to can't even say the names right. And the number one prospect in baseball is a sleeper? ? LOL.
What's the number one prospect in baseball? Buxton?
I'm guessing Sager.
Sager. I mean, again, like, how do you know?
I'm at the point where, like, yeah, he shouldn't be on the sleeper video. But again, we made this like the day the rankings came out, and he was still like a lot lower than he is now.
Well, yeah, I mean, we did that based on ESPN rankings, even I believe. So yeah, that sleepers video is 2 fucking months old. And as far as the pronunciation, like, I mean, who are these people? Like, are they in media departments? Do they have those fucking media guides with the listed pronunciation for their player names? I mean,
that shit just makes it worse for me, honestly.
Probably. Like, you're trying to, like, sound it out phonetically. I mean, honestly, like, how many broadcasts and broadcasters have you heard where somebody doesn't have the name right? I mean, again, my last name is unpronounceable to most people. And am I crying over it? Is anybody offended? Or do people still kind of know? Like, I still know when it's my turn, when my name's being called in the doctor's waiting room. And they're Mr. Stern, like, that's me, you know? Like, I'm sorry, did you miss the message? Was it that? Are you confused? Is it Corey Seager, who also happens to be a shortstop? Or is there Corey Seager, the shortstop? Dodgers have 2 shortstops, and you got confused about which fucking one we were talking about? God damn these people. Sorry. I mean, it's potato, bastards.
Yeah, and I mean, again, maybe there's people that are watching this that don't really know who he is.
I mean, it's possible. But that's what I want to know, though. I like these experts on pronunciation. Where in the world do they have their Where do they get this information? I mean, do we need to? Maybe we should be looking somewhere. Like, do we need a media guide? I'm confused. Even last night or whatever, or 2 nights ago, I'm watching ESPN. It's Sports Center. Dude can't say Greek. He can't say Giannis Antetokounmpo, so he calls him Greek freak. And then his broadcast partner's like, "What? You can't say Giannis Antetokounmpo?" He's like, Greek freak. Okay, like, can you nitpick anymore? Why don't you start a channel, fuckface? Jesus Christ. That's what all right, did you reply? Because that's what I'm going to reply. I'm going to go on there and reply. I'm going to like, why don't you start a channel, fuckface?
Let it go.
No, I'm not going to let shit like that go. I don't want to. Wait.
Cool guy.
I was going to say, that's the coffee talking. I've had like 4 cups of coffee. I'm going to go back to the Valium. I feel the Valium effect again. And that's cool. Yeah, we say the names wrong. Sorry. I mean, you still know who we're talking about at the end of the day, so.
And again, what about the fucking 24 other players we talk about, okay? You don't agree with fucking Sager or Buxton?
Okay.
Fuck off.
Then let's go back to that, right? You skipped over the other 24 players we mentioned, but you got to focus on something like, yeah, fuck you, fuckface. What's his name again?
Jose something or other.
Yeah, Jose, we can't pronounce it. Go fuck yourself.
All right. Well,
on that angry note, yeah.
On that angry note, I got a spring training game to go fucking catch.
Yeah, that's great. It's great.
So, we stay tuned. We got the official FSAA leads. We're gonna do a live auction ESPN draft tonight. So if you catch this and you want to join, hit us up. We'll try to get as many people as we can.
Okay. Live auction tonight. ESPN, trying something new. Yeah. All right. Fantasy gods.
Fantasy gods.
Please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineups, the courage to add drop aggressively, and the wisdom,
as always,
to mispronounce every player's name possible.
Woo!
Well, fuck you.
We just got to be doing that all the time now. Like, oh, look at what Tim Dunson did.
Who's this Tim Dunsan?
I don't know, but man, that Kabe Bryant, man, he's looking good.
Steve Nash. All right, yes, we're going to mispronounce every player's name intentionally now. That's just for you fuckfaces out there. All right. So check out our website, fantasysportsaddicts.com. Hit us up on Twitter at letter F, letter S, the word double, and the letter A.
Road.
At FSAA. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment about how we mispronounce all the players' names. And, hit the donate button. Buy me some coffee. Buy Ryan a beer. And we'll see you tonight for the auction draft. Yeah!
Woo! Spring training. Hopefully, I get to see first taste of Granky.
Ooh,
Granky.
Is Granky? Is it Gronky? Is it Gronky? Gronk. All right, see you guys.
All right. Woo!